everybody. He's Tony George. I'm Scott Spreitzer. We are DocSports.com, and we've got a matchup in the West Coast Conference that, well, might knock your socks off a little bit.
Whoa.
It's Gonzaga at BYU from Provo. We're going to get to that in just a moment. Hey, real quick note, if you've yet to become a member over at DocSports.com, just want to give it a trial run, click on that link in the description box below the video. Get yourself set up for a free $60 account. Consider it a great way to give DocSports.com a trial run. It's as simple as that. Then you can turn around and use those free $60 on any of his daily packages, any of my daily packages, or anybody else on the roster at DocSports.com. Tony, let's get to it, man. Late night, Saturday night, West Coast Conference basketball. We've got the Zags at BYU. Marriott Center is a very tough place to play when this team's got their A game, and there's no reason to think they won't on Saturday night. Having said that, I'm not so sure that's going to be enough to upend this powerful Gonzaga team that Mark Few continues to roll out each and every season. This may be his best. As far as what I'm looking at here, Tony, we're going to see a high total. We saw a total around 157, 158 in the first meeting, and Gonzaga just tore apart BYU in the second half. They won the game 92-69. And here's the thing about Gonzaga. Man, they've taken on all comers, and nobody's been able to keep it close outside of San Francisco in that first meeting. But if you look at what they've done, they crushed St. Mary's on the road, 90-60 in recent action. And again, I told you what they did against BYU. They wiped them out. So here's the deal. If you are an opponent of Gonzaga, and in this case BYU, you better be able to score some points, because they aren't going to slow down for anybody. They're going to put up 80+ almost every game unless something goes haywire and doesn't go as planned for Gonzaga. Nobody's been able to do that to them yet. And so I think you're going to see a game that sails over the total, Tony.
Yeah. Well, I do agree here. 88 points a game for Gonzaga, the number one ranked offense in all of college basketball. And BYU, no slouch, ranked 14th in total offense when it comes to scoring here. And I do like the fact that Childs and Tolson as well are great three-point shooters for BYU. As a matter of fact, BYU has a better three-point shooting percentage than Gonzaga on the year. That being said, they don't have the better overall team. Gonzaga was laying 13 points in that first game, Scott. Total 158. I think you're going to see the Zags around 6 or 7 here, probably on the road. And I do think that total is going to get bumped up. 158, maybe up to 162, 163 in this one, possibly. But let me ask you a question. Who's going to slow down the freight train that is a Gonzaga offense? BYU's not going to do it. Now, BYU's got Santa Clara on Thursday night as we tape this, and of course Zaga has got San Fran in a little bit of a rematch because they struggled against them last time.
4-point win for Gonzaga.
Exactly. So I think you'll see both teams play well tonight, but conservative, and come Saturday they're going to open it up. I could only look at the over in this game. That's the only way I could look, Scott.
And as Tony said, we're doing this as those games basically are tipping off on Thursday night, those two games he mentioned, but that's a good example of how you have to play to come close to even beating Gonzaga. San Francisco, that game was 162 points between the two teams. You got to be able to put the biscuit in the basket if you're going to be able to hang with Gonzaga. If you watch that first game, I think Gonzaga hit like 64% of their two-point shots.
It was ridiculous.
Against BYU. So I expect more of the same. I think we're going to see another high-scoring game, and it looks like we're both in agreement on the over. He's Tony George. I'm Scott Spreitzer. Check out that free $60 account, the link below the video, and check out all of our videos all weekend long at DocSports.com.